The State of the City address is coming up in April, and Evansville Mayor Lloyd Winnicky is back to tell us more. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, you know, we think about the many speeches you give through, I mean, big ones, little ones, whatever. What's your process of getting, because there's so much that you have to say.
It is a big one. This is the largest one we do, and it's the most complicated. It has so many issues in it. We really start talking about it in December and early January, and we're like, okay, what would it look like if it were today? So we start making a rough outline, and usually that first outline just talks about what the issues are or what projects we want to talk about, and then we kind of talk about, we just kick around ideas about what how they should flow. And this year's, because it's going to be our 12th and last, it's going to be a little different than most. There are going to be several video elements that we think will be very compelling. One of the issues we really want to bring to the forefront of the community is we want everyone to know that part of the state of our city is a high level of preparedness on the part of first responders. So there will be references to large events that have occurred in our community in the last year. The house explosion that killed 3 residents on Weinbach. We've had 2 large fires, a 3-alarm and a 4-alarm, and most recently the Walmart shooting. All those will be profiled, and again, we think it's important that people know just how prepared our first responders are. Also go through a lot of infrastructure components, a lot of park issues that we'll talk about. There will be a whole section of just sort of by the numbers, how much water we produced last year, how many building permits, just sort of the day-to-day blocking and tackling that are important because our citizens rely on those services. So we're going to feature how much and how many of those services we provided, and I would suspect there's probably going to be a pretty cool ending to it.
Oh, good. I love a big finish. You know, will there be like a drum roll and
I think it will be bigger than a drum roll.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Well, we'll roll out the red carpet. You know,
it'll be interesting.
What will the mayor be wearing? Who will you be wearing?
No, well, it'll just be a suit. I'll be a little more dressed up than I am today, but I do have one tie that I've worn for each of my speeches, so I'll wear it. I do have a little medallion that I've had since my senior year in high school that my government teacher, David Kaler, gave to me as part of a money clip in 1978.
Cool.
That he was sort of the motivation for me to get interested in this line of work. So I'll have that in my pocket, and those are the only. And I have a dental appointment that morning too.
Oh, do you?
It's next.
Not a root canal, is it?
No root canal. Just my 6-month cleaning. But the speech is next week at Bally's.
At Bally's, and so how can we all see it?
So it will be. We will post it, and it's public TV will be recording it. So I'm sure there'll be a playback. It's at the Rotary Club. So if you are a member of the Rotary or have a friend who is, you can certainly make accommodations to come as a guest. But this is, I would characterize this as like the dreaded term paper from high school and college. You know, it doesn't write itself.
Yes.
And the closer you get to the deadline, the more daunting it becomes. But thankfully, it's in a really good place. Now we're just down to a few rewrites from section to section.
And the big finish. Now I'm intrigued, so we'll have to tune in for the big finish. Well, thank you for being here. We'll look forward to the speech. We'll be back with more Lifestyle right after this.